Have you guys ever actually seen a cat have sex?
No.
I haven't
Are you
either.
saying you want to?
I'm not saying I want to. I'm just.
Well, there's like doggy style. There's not like a thing for kitty style.
I'm saying like if I ever saw it, I probably wouldn't look away, because I would be interested because I haven't seen it before.
What do you think cats do it missionary, or do you think they do it like dogs?
What? Okay. Welcome back to another episode of Table Talks. I'm your host with the most, Cody Otis Bonilla.
How you doing?
Join
Cody?
with me today is IJ Hutchison
Hello.
in the Lawn 03.
Phil.
Jesus.
How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
It's Brooklyn hour. Let's do a little cheers to the coffee
Yeah,
we're all
cheers.
drinking. The second take of the show. We took one earlier. We were all passed out.
You know you have a boss
We ate
cup, right? That's so
much
like,
pizza.
That's so Italian. That really
I
is.
tell you what. Look, hey, and so we ate some pizza earlier, and then we tried to shoot the show. I don't know if anyone's ever had like a carb attack.
Yeah,
It's kind of like a
bad.
heart attack,
Oh.
but you're attacked with sleep.
It was a carb coma.
It was a carb coma, without
Yeah.
a doubt.
Yeah.
And
We literally all passed out.
It was bad.
We all
3
ate.
hours.
We
at
all
least?
ate a separate
4?
large pizza, and we all just passed out.
Oh yeah, and we were
It was
like
real
trying to do
bad.
the show. We were like, yeah. So what do you like to do with things with people? Let's just go to sleep.
garlic bread
Oh, dude, Domino's is doing it right with the garlic bread.
Shout out
I used to be
Domino's.
a PJ's guy, and I used to shit on anyone who didn't like
Mhm.
PJ's, Papa
Yep.
John's, dude.
It's
Domino's
Domino's.
changed it up. They flipped the script.
They
Oh,
flipped
yeah.
the script. They changed the recipe.
$7.99 3 topping. You can't beat it. That's what I
can't.
like
That's
to call a steal.
$1 a slice, man.
Not sponsored, by the way.
Yeah, definitely not sponsored by
No,
the way.
but we should be.
Thank you for
But we
bringing
should
that up.
be.
We are not sponsored, but Domino's, if you're looking for, small range paper company like ourselves.
We could put them in the middle of the show.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
and we do need our front of the entrance of our apartments paved, so I know y'all do that.
Yeah, dude.
It's messed up. They just
potholes.
repaved it, but the rain messed it up. So y'all need to come out.
How
Yeah.
funny is that? Okay, so they spent all this money on repaving the whole entire apartment complex, and then there was a tsunami that came in 2 days ago.
So bad.
And
Crazy.
it's all
rain.
basically gone.
Yeah, it's all
It's
ripped
like,
up.
Yeah,
again.
that sucks. I guess the rent's gonna stay up though.
Yep.
So, all right, we have a couple topics to talk about.
Shoot it.
One that I actually wanted to bring up to you guys, I haven't literally told you about it before, but I'm just telling you about it now, is Instagram and how people flex on Instagram. People, guys, girls, businesses, whoever.
Everybody.
It's
That's
not a
social
no flex
media.
zone. It's the opposite of a no flex zone, in my opinion.
Like
Yeah.
you're not supposed to flex.
No, the no flex zone is you're not supposed to flex. It's the opposite of that. It's like all you do is flex.
Oh,
it's like
yeah,
a
yeah.
gym.
I mean, you're not gonna post negative, bad stuff about your life because it's your account. It's
Know what
like,
I'm saying?
oh, look, I'm,
Really,
People
depressed
are going
today.
to post
Yeah.
what they want other people to see.
Yeah,
So,
man, and I feel like
That's
everyone
it.
like
To
acts like
impress.
someone who they're not.
to get
Yeah.
likes.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's for
I
likes.
swear, if I see one more bio, artist, actor, storyteller, I see that so much.
Storyteller.
Yeah, I'm a storyteller. Dude, anybody's a storyteller if
Yeah,
you
it's
tell a
true.
good
A lot of
story.
people can tell stories.
Jeez, doesn't mean you can put it in your Instagram
I guess
bio.
people could be bad storytellers, but
You still
That's
put in
true.
your bad.
It's-
Hey, it's still in your bio.
Yeah.
You know, hey, I'm bad at storytelling. I'm just gonna put storytelling. And when you hear it, you'll know it's bad.
And then he gets some DMs. Hey, I saw that you were bad at storytelling. I appreciate the honesty.
you know.
Or like the girls that put she's got a little devil in her eyes on the what I'm talking about? Like they put like a country lyric.
yes.
Got
like,
a little devil in her angel
yeah,
eyes.
Lyrics.
And it's like, what the fuck does that mean?
You know, it's just you gotta have a quote. That's what Instagram
No, I
is.
don't need
like,
a quote.
Instagram's, quotes. You gotta have quotes on
Pete
your
my
pictures.
Instagram. It says Cody.
Like you gotta have little.
Is that it? Is that all your...
Yeah.
Is it
I've
30?
thought about putting
That's
more, man, but
authentic,
I'm just
man.
like, I saw you put steering the ship at Gigalactic. That's cool. And you put faith, family, fitness. And I just
Represent.
have Cody. I don't know what to put, man.
Hey man, you can be a mystery if you want to.
For a while I was just putting area codes, but then I feel like
Yeah.
if someone wanted to track me down, they could
They'll
track
find.
me down.
Well, they're gonna track you down anyways. If they want to find.
Yeah,
you.
if they want to
yeah.
find me, they'll fucking find me.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Ooh, I got a hair on my mic. It's
Oh, sorry.
probably from your cat. 'Cause it's
Dude,
all
your
over.
cat is trying to fuck.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You know,
His cat.
what is it called? Like when cats
They're in heat.
They're in heat. Yeah. Well, that motherfucker's on fire. 'Cause, like that thing has been humping
Dude,
my
I
leg
shouldn't
and
have
all
named
my
her
stuff.
after,
It can just
Your
smell.
cat goes
legend.
from room to room just humping shit, dude.
Hey, man.
It just wants something.
This apartment has
Runs
too
in the
much
family.
testosterone for it.
Yeah, dude. Like I'll come in and I'll just like try to be making myself a sandwich, and she's just like going a figure eight between my
Yep.
legs, and I'm like, what are you doing?
She trips me up, man. Hurts my leg.
I've never. Have
I'm
you guys
gonna
ever
sue.
actually seen a cat have sex?
No.
I haven't
Are you
either.
saying you want to?
I'm not saying I want to. I'm just.
Well, you know, there's like doggy style. There's not like a thing for kitty style.
I'm
you
saying
know?
like if I ever saw it, I probably wouldn't look away, because I would be interested because I haven't seen it before.
What do you think cats do it missionary, or do you think they do it like dogs?
What? Dude, that's a good question.
Because if you think about it, you've never seen them
Imagine missionary.
with cats. That's what I'm saying. Like that would be so funny if you caught cats doing a missionary. You know how
They're just
funny
staring
that
into
would be?
each other's eyes. Don't they like screech at the top of their lungs too? That's another thing, dude. Your cat makes not meowing noises. It's more like
Yeah, it's like.
it's weird, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not against it.
It's like a
but
mating call.
I think it is because there's some stray cats out there.
Oh God.
I
Yeah,
mean,
there's some stray
They
cats.
circle her. And
Dude, they circle the apartment. I'll walk out and they're like, wait, is she in there? Is she in there? We need you to get that clipped.
God.
All right, Dylan, you had spoken up about a topic that you wanted to talk about earlier that I was actually kind of intrigued on. We talked a little bit on it during our sleepy podcast, but I think that now that we're a little bit more awake, you talked about love at first sight.
oh my gosh, I gotta bring that back up. You would. I just wrote it down because I thought it'd be funny.
Or you wrote it down because you believe in it. Do you believe in love at first sight, Dylan?
I believe in love at first date in a sense. Like,
I'm talking about you meet somebody. What about this? You meet somebody first time ever, have a great conversation with them, but the conversation is like 2 or 3 minutes long, and you obviously think they're attractive. Did you just fall in love?
yes, it's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
That'd be a
I
great
feel like
story
that's
to tell your
just like
kids.
puppy love. Like,
Yeah, like
Still
you're
love.
cute.
Love's still in there.
So you believe in it?
Yeah, love. Yeah, of course.
I feel like
Oh,
love
man.
has a broad spectrum, so it depends on what you're talking
Dude,
about. If you're talking
love
about like
is
deep
one of
love,
those
no.
things where it's like it can be defined as anything.
Yeah.
Who am I to define it? 23-year-old piece of shit.
That is
with
true.
A boss cup. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about love at first sight. It's a little bit more infatuation in my book. You know? But that's just me.
Some people got to build on it, man. Some people just know. I know.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot
Oh,
of-
you were telling me you were just looking up tips and tricks for Tinder?
Tender.
Yeah, I got to figure out some more tips and tricks. I'm not getting any
Why?
matches. I mean, I got a couple matches, but you.
Is there like blogs for that and shit?
Oh,
Yeah, like what do you Google?
How to get more likes on Tinder? I mean, Google's kind of verbatim. You know, you just type it in and, you know.
That's
pop
probably
up
a sad corner.
Yeah,
of the internet.
that's what?
You
I bet
know,
the title
whatever.
is like, "You're not alone. A lot of people are with you."
Hold on, you know.
I mean, I'm not sitting here saying
I'll
like
pull
I
it
get
up
a
right
shit
now.
ton of likes, but
you gonna put
I
me?
mean,
You gonna
it's-
put me on blast? I'm just gonna Google it right now. Huh? You want to do that? Hold on, let me pull it
I
up.
just want to know like what the tips and tricks are. They're probably
More
like
likes
very generic. Be
on-
yourself.
There's probably a subreddit for like love tips and
I guess
stuff.
it'd be
Yeah.
matches. 3 ways to get more matches on Tinder. Boom.
What does it say?
1. Search a wider area for matches. Okay, I guess that makes sense. I only put mine for like 10 miles out.
See, that's what y'all were saying that earlier. I put mine up to like 56 miles away.
But we're in Atlanta. There's like 6 million.
I don't do
I
over
don't know how
30.
many people are here. There's a lot of
Dude,
people.
like I
Past
would go
that.
56 miles to meet somebody who's great. You mean to tell me you would only travel 10
Ooh.
miles?
Maybe what I'm doing,
10?
I need to
I
expand
didn't
my
say
age
10, I
range.
said 30.
You would go 30? You go 30 miles.
Yeah.
That's a decent. Yeah, I have my age range up to 35.
Okay, mine's from 18 to 22.
I mean, it's not like
Mine
I'm
are
actually
young.
not like I'm banking on, swiping right with a 35-year-old, but you never know. Love has no bounds.
Yeah, that's true. And there's some girls that like on their Tinder bio, like it says 25, but they're really like 18 or 19 or something.
Yeah,
you know,
dude, that's
so-
happened to me like 3 times. We match. I'm
Ah,
like, hey, what's
true.
up? They're like, by the way, my
Use your
Tinder it
super
says I'm
light
25.
Why
I'm
is-
actually 18.
can
I'm
they
like,
not change
why
that?
are you lying?
Can they not change it or like?
I don't know. I don't know, man.
It says get the premium package. So RJ,
Hey man, I'm telling you, try the free trial.
It's the premium package.
yeah, it's true. It's a free. So what you're saying is you put your card on there, you get a free month, and then you can take your card off, and it doesn't charge you.
No, you have to pay for 1 month.
Oh,
You paid for it?
Oh, so you did pay. So it's
So you definitely paid for it.
so it's cash
okay,
transaction.
I can't get a straight answer out of you.
I've already told you this.
You said you put your card on file.
Do you cover all
Yes.
parts and components?
Yes.
So you pay. So you definitely paid for it.
Yes, 1 month.
Okay. How much was it?
It's like $10.
I just see.
not bad.
I see $10 and I see a 3 topping $7.99.
Ooh, stop it! I might
And
get
I'm like,
another one.
I
Tender?
just ate
I'm about to
that
order another
and
one.
passed out. I feel like I could get more enjoyment out of meeting
No,
other people.
dude. $7.99 pizza, Tinder for a month, Tinder Premium.
Well, how's your first?
I mean, it's
okay,
not
but
like
how's your
I'm-
first 2 experiences went on Tinder?
Next question.
See, that's a memory.
They were good experiences, but I didn't have premium.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like paying for premium is good. It's cool, but it's like that's more money that I don't have.
I feel like the only reason I did it is because you can screen people a little better. Because you can see.
Did you do the
who-
boost? Did you
Well,
do the
yeah, you
boost?
can do that. I mean, which is cool. It's kind of weird. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's definitely a weird app. I don't know.
It's
Probably
revolutionizing the way that people meet up.
I think it's nice. We should
It's
open up a
interesting.
building that just says Tinder meetups and just that's where all
Yeah,
the
and then they
Tinder
meet up
people
there.
meet. Yeah,
Tinder meetups.
like a building. You know, have like games and stuff.
That's a great app idea.
Yeah.
Tinder meets.
Things
Okay,
that-
we're gonna go
Tinder
to our
meets.
break for our sponsors. Again, Domino's, if you're interested in sponsoring,
Please.
us, shout out. But we will go to our sponsor break. We'll be right back after the break. Yeah. Yeah, still no sponsors. We left off talking about you want to start an app called Tinder Meetups.
Yeah, man. Just
Like you
where.
have like a restaurant or something.
No, it's not like a restaurant. It's just like an open.
Dude, you
building.
just killed that whole thing.
Oh, you're gonna have diarrhea. Stage
Diarrhea,
4. It's
bro.
gonna be
Dude,
bad.
you don't understand how shitty I was feeling when I woke up from that.
It was a solid nap.
For an hour, I was just like trying to wake up. I was like,
Just rolling around. Like,
Yeah.
Help.
That's the worst when you're like trying to wake up from sleep and you're like, I want to.
yeah, I literally couldn't.
Yeah, that's called a sleep app or sleep paralyzation, or like you're trying
Paralysis.
to like sleep paralysis. Sorry, you're trying to wake up and you're like, you can't even like move your arm. Yeah, it kind of scares me.
You just slammed that. Hurt
Sorry,
my ear,
didn't
man.
mean
Come on. All right. What's on the list, bro?
All right, you wanted to talk about this. Well, technically, RJ was talking about this earlier. Normally, I would say this is Dylan's hour for the conspiracies. But
Oh,
this
yeah.
might be a conspiracy that I would give a second thought to, and that is, are we living in a simulation?
Simulation. Dun, dun, dun.
RJ, explain what the simulation theory is.
So
Please.
the only reason it's kind of possible is because we've gone from, in the past, like, 40 years, from Pong to photorealistic gaming simulations like Call of Duty and,
Yeah.
Pong is the game where it's got 2 paddles and the ball going back and forth.
yeah,
right?
literally like a couple pixels on a screen doing
Mhm.
things.
Yep.
Now we can literally, like,
I feel
I
more
can
free
have-
with the mic in my hand. I don't know. Sorry.
you can have like a clone of you in a game. Like you can make an avatar that looks
Talk
like
about
you.
like Sims.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in the future, imagine where games will be and like what we can simulate at that point. So we're gonna get to the point where we can literally almost copy like every synapse and electrical
We
pulse
can have like a
in
clone of
brain.
this actual world.
We can clone basically you essentially. So like
Oh god.
your
Who would do
thoughts
that?
and
Basically taking the
experiences,
brain and how the whatever the brain does and putting it like
turning that into data and
Okay.
putting that into a computer essentially.
Why would
Okay.
anybody do that?
Well, that's the thing. There's 2 possibilities. Either we do it or we don't. So the do suggests that if that were what happens, like in the future,
Yeah.
then that also could have been what happened in the past. And
Oh, so you're saying that we are now in a simulation of something or someone that created us.
it's a real
Thus, the
fucked
circle
up
of life
loop.
continues.
so at the end of it, like how you explain that's basically what Elon Musk believes is we're in a simulation that's already played out for us, right?
Did
Yeah,
he say
it's a
there's
very-
2 possibilities? We either are in a simulation or we aren't, and we're gonna be in one.
No,
Or we're gonna create one?
we're not, and we're going to like basically destroy ourselves. Just like technology has a limit, like a ceiling.
It does.
Either it does or it doesn't.
Oh,
That's the
and
theory.
I think both of them are kind of
Ooh.
equally scary.
It
if
is,
it does,
yeah.
it's like
But the simulation theory suggests that we kind of like, move from world to world, creating more and more simulations, which is, what would mean humanity survives and
Yeah.
lives on. And
Well, in a
it's-
sense, it sounds true because I believe God has a plan for everybody and life's already planned out, so it kind of plays with that too.
okay. But here's another thing.
it's crazy.
Oh god, dude, this is where my mind just goes off the deep end. How do you know that we aren't just our whole entire universe isn't just some third grade alien project that he created that's just in a little jar?
We don't.
well,
we
that's
don't
kind of
know.
like
Oh my
the
God,
simulation
dude.
thing.
We
If
don't know,
something
dude.
had
Oh
to
my
design,
That's what's crazy. That's why you got to do it. You just got to do what you love.
You just gotta SENDIT.
do it.
He's-
How you gonna take my saying like
What's
that?
that about?
I just said
I
it
came up with that.
off camera. Wow.
yeah, I made
Dude, if
the
it wasn't
desktop
recorded, it
background.
doesn't count.
I know.
I made the desktop background.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. At work, we all have like desktop backgrounds, and RJ makes them like daily. And the latest one is you either crank that Soldier Boy or it cranks you.
Yep.
But it's like
Quoted
with
by
a
Soulja Boy.
majestic background of like mountains.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Like blue.
And then what
sky
was the one
blue.
before that?
It was like sometimes you just got to send it. It
That's
was
it.
like a
Native American proverb.
yeah.
That's not a Native American proverb. Anyways, back to simulation theory. Does that mean that right now, if we are in a simulation, we are controlled by somebody? Because I feel like I can still do what I want.
Well, no, not necessarily, because you can design programs to do what they like, run off and kind of do what they want. Of course,
like
they
in
have.
GTA, right?
Yeah, of course they have like guidelines and stuff that they can like have to stick to. They have limits,
Oh, dude, that's scary.
stuff that they can only do. Exactly, that's the thing. We're already at that point where like something like that could.
That's
happen.
crazy.
If you think about it,
The next 20 years will be crazy.
we would have been a simulation that has created another simulation.
Yeah,
Thus,
exactly.
the simulation life continues.
That's
I mean,
that's
think about it,
the
we've already
theory,
created
is
this-
because like
We've created the
because
Sims.
of that.
yeah.
The
But if
Sims.
we are a simulation, then we have created a simulation that has created a
that's,
simulation.
that's what I'm saying, and
Yes.
we're in the process.
Yeah, it's sickening.
That's what
It's
you're- yeah.
a little
Dude,
sickening.
this is why I don't like Nat Geo and scientific stuff.
Yeah,
It
it's
just
kind
gets
of
my brain really hurting.
it's
Weird
really-
stuff, man. Like,
It's a cool theory
It's
though.
different. It's
yeah.
Just because it's like it actually has kind of a evidence to it, and that evidence is us. Like
Yeah.
we're designing shit and pushing the boundaries of technology every day.
You know, it's like another thing, kind of similar, but the smallest like possible thing that we can measure is like an atom. And an atom has a nucleus and two little rings around it, right?
Mhm.
And then the next thing is like,
We can see like one level smaller than that.
yeah, okay. So everything basically, for the most part, has like, it's spherically shaped. Earth, sun, solar system, galaxy, and they think the universe. So it's like, what does that all mean? Hurts.
We are opening up some minds out there,
Dude, I don't think that this is a podcast
I-
anymore.
I don't know.
What if the
I don't know if anybody can understand this podcast.
what if like the government breaks through the door like
What's
"They
going
figured
on?
it out?
Stop.
Get them. They know the Earth's flat.
Okay. You
All
just
right.
ruined it.
They just
Yeah.
turn around. They just turn around the parking lot. They're like, no,
Like,
we're
ah,
good.
God. They're fucking idiots.
It's no shit.
The other day, dude, I'm in the kitchen. I'm like making some cereal, and he's like, "Did you hear about the theory of gravity?" I was like, "Oh, you mean that like gravity is real?" He's like, "Is it?" And I was like, I was literally like this. I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty real."
Oh,
That's
man.
the thing, dude. Gravity with a spherical Earth, gravity makes sense.
Yeah, come.
With a flat Earth, gravity
with a
makes no
sphere-
fucking
no, you just
sense.
made
Exactly.
him-
Exactly. You just proved my point. Exactly. It doesn't
exactly.
make
We have a
sense.
flat Earth, so it doesn't make sense.
Exactly, dude.
You gotta know how
I'm
to
just
work.
saying.
You gotta know
I
how to
just
work
guarantee
around
you-
Dylan's mind.
I guarantee you, anybody watching this podcast can't prove me wrong because nobody's been to outer space. Just see it for themselves. They
But-
just.
But we've
they
been
just-
to different time zones.
You
So
just-
fuck you.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
dude,
Time
come
zones
on,
were created
time
by human
zones.
beings. Everything's been created by human beings before us. We're just relaying
So
information
you're saying
down
that
to
the
generations.
sun and the time zones are created by a human being?
Not the sun, but the time zones.
I will
but-
say this.
to declare this is a certain time because clocks measure time, not people.
Okay, And then what point in the day? The fuck time point of the day.
Dark at night.
Okay, you call
I mean,
someone
it's
right
not
now.
dark at
Why is
night,
it dark at
it's
night?
sun
The
at
Earth was
night.
flat, then it would always be sunny, and then it would always be
How?
dark.
If the sun's so far like
Call
away?
someone in China right now. They're waking up.
Yeah. Fucking idiot.
We're not gonna argue this. We're not gonna argue this.
I will say this: I don't really get the whole like if you go like South Pacific, Australia, they're in a different day. I
Wait,
mean,
what?
it makes sense,
Yeah. What do
but
you
it's
mean?
like you're not in a different day. You're just the sun's either up or
Well,
down.
see,
for-
that's
like
your.
if it's the 22nd here,
So
it's also the 23rd in a different part of the world. Best I can give you is 20 seconds.
so the moon and the sun is like the same size, right?
No,
they appear the
not
same, no,
even
they
close.
appear the same size,
Not
right?
even close.
No, they appear the
I need
same
you to
size,
stop.
right?
in the sky, they appear the
They
same.
appear the
size.
same size, right?
Yeah,
How far is the sun away, and how far is the moon away?
millions of miles.
well, the moon is like
Millions of
250.
miles.
The moon
The
is like
human eye can see
250,000.
millions of miles.
Yeah, when it
So?
comes to burning balls of plasma.
You know, sometimes when you look up in the sky and you see stars, they might not even actually be there.
Yeah, that you want to go
Light
deep
takes so
on like
long.
illusions. Stars are some crazy.
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. It's like if you look at stars and you like, you don't.
Somebody told me that if you're on Pluto right now and you looked back onto Earth, you would be looking at the Civil War taking place because time or light takes so long.
And
Yeah,
you wanna-
I don't think it's that long for Pluto, but like if you look from other galaxies, you look back and see like prehistoric times and shit, that's scary. That's weird. Because that's what we're
That
looking
doesn't
at.
make sense.
Exactly.
It does,
so,
though.
So how do dudes go to the moon and then come back and then they not be in a different?
That means like the
age?
farther you get away, the more time. That's also like gravity is
Exactly.
relative to time too.
That's kind of what Interstellar was
Yeah.
about in a sense.
Dude, I
that
don't
movie
know what-
Interstellar, because
Yeah.
they
I don't
went
know
to
where I
another
am.
planet and they lost time
Yeah.
because something with the gravity.
I'm just gonna stick to my Tinder dates, man. I think I'm.
No,
just
you
gonna-
don't. You don't need to be sticking to Tinder dates. Not the way you handle them.
I handle them great.
No,
Irresponsible.
you're like a guy that just doesn't wash his hand and he works at fast food restaurants.
I always wash my hands after the bathroom.
no.
No, you don't.
I think we gotta kind of wrap it up here. We got about a minute left. So RJ, where can the folks find you if they want to find you? On the line
On the line at thetwitch.tv/Gigalactic.
/Gigalactic. He streams basically every other day, man. You're getting a good amount of following now.
Basically every day at this point. I wanted to make Mondays my no stream day, but I've just kind of said send it.
Grind
every
it.
day.
All right, Dylan, where can people find you?
In the living room.
In the living room. He lives
right here. Yeah, I'm not going for
10 feet away from this.
Fit deal everywhere. I changed it. It's Instagram. It's
at
on Twitter.
FITDYL.
FID space DYL. Do not spell the space.
And I am at Cody Bernier, KODY. Be like boy, ERNIER. Send it.